Do you want 3 of my best tips to be able to train forever? If so, listen up. One of the most frequent questions I get is, I'm 45 years old, and everybody wants to know how I can still train so hard at 45 years old. So I want to give you 3 of my best tips today on extending your career, longevity, right? That's key. So the first thing, and by the way, I learned these the hard way, but the first thing is exercise sequence, and specifically when it comes to compound movements. So a lot of people will come into the gym and they'll bench press first or they'll deadlift first, and that's okay when you're younger, but as you start to get a little bit older, you get a little bit more injury prone. You got to be careful. Those are exercises that, like it or not, have a high risk versus reward ratio, in my opinion. It's pretty easy to strain a pec, etc. So what I like to do is I like to take those compound movements and I like to place them second or third in the workout. Like today we did chest and I took the incline barbells and I did them second. Just by doing that, your soft tissue is going to be warmed up a lot better. You're going to really reduce your risk of injury. So I want you to experiment with that. The second thing I would say is there are certain movements that really put the muscle belly in a big stretch. So for instance, a fly for your chest, or a stiff-legged deadlift for your hamstring, or a dumbbell extension overhead for your triceps, really putting the muscle belly in stretch, or a preacher curl for your biceps. Those movements I like to actually place last. So once the muscle belly is full of blood, totally warmed up, then you can put that awesome stretch on them. And those movements I actually love. I love preacher curls. I love stiff-legged deadlifts for hamstrings. I love that stuff, but I like to do it last. I feel like if you do a heavy preacher curl right out of the gate, you're probably at risk for injury. And the last thing is around form. So intensity has a lot of different meanings for different people, but for me, it's how you extend the set. Now, what I see, we'll take barbell curls, for instance. You'll see somebody do, say, 8 reps, and then you'll see them cheat another 2 or 3 reps. When you're doing that, you're exposing yourself to injury. If you have somebody do barbell curls and you ask them where they're sore the next day, if they say my lower back, there was a problem. So here's what I want you to do. Take that same example, a barbell curl. Do 8 reps. The 8th rep you can barely get. Then just take some weight off and do another 4. A classic drop set. Or just do partials. Do 4 reps. When you can't continue to get 4 reps, then just do partials. So you're extending your set, you're increasing your intensity, but you're doing it safely with good form. So those are your 3 tips. I guarantee you if you put those into your workouts, you'll extend your lifting career. Thanks for listening.